Broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense for the AFC set to go now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. On the return is Cohen. There he goes, right side. Touchdown. Just a fantastic punt return of 80 yards. And the NFC adds on to their lead.
When you've got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Now Breeze will bring his guys to the line to go for 2. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Again, it's counter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Throwing is Mahomes on third, and it's complete to Kelsey. 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown AFC. Travis Kelsey. 73 yards as his guys are back within a single score. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
The NFC takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Breeze and the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
It's the NFC with the lead and the football as we start the 4th. Breeze going to throw. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Breeze to throw again. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, it's Breeze. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. The 20. And now off to the races down the right side. And touchdown. George Kittle, 43 yards. And the NFC able to widen their advantage. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make...
And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Connor, and nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. The AFC went for it, and it doesn't work out. And the NFC is going to get the football back in excellent field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Breeze now to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Breeze. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, NFC. Adam Thielen. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the NFC adds on to their lead. Now Breeze will bring his guys to the line to go for 2. Here's Breeze to throw. This is caught. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And it's great to see the stars all out in one place, but in terms of football, what's really great to see is a very entertaining Pro Bowl as we are tied in the 4th quarter.
And how many of these guys thought going into this game, after a pretty easy week heading into it, that the pressure would ratchet up now and someone has to make a play, which means someone will have a play made against them and not have to live with that for the rest of the year.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and he's taken down inside the 30. A nice pickup of 17 yards. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the AFC able to get a bit closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be secured by the NFC, and they are going to win this football game. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Breeze.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
This is caught inside the 15. Now the AFC going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. They run. It's Gurley. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Another carry now for Gurley. And he will carry this one in. Touchdown, NFC. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the NFC able to widen their advantage.
And to me, that's